Welcome Sagittarius to Ashes to Empress. This is Rosa, and today we'll be looking into your 2020, what is going on here? 2026, too many cards. Reading. This is an intuitive reading, so I read the cards as they appear to me. You take what resonates with you and you leave the rest. I'll also invite you to consult the videos for your moon and rising sign, as it may be pertinent to hear certain elements that can serve as guidance for the year to come. Sagittarius, I always begin with, these cards are not cooperating with me today. I always begin with, what is going on? Too many cards. There's a lot to be said apparently for you, dear Sag. But as I was saying, I always begin with taking at least one or two cards that fly out from the deck just to see what the overarching energy is for the year to come. In your case, there seems to be a lot that wants to come out. So let's see if we can just limit it to one or two. Oh, that felt right. So we have a one-ring circus. Well, let's see where that goes. And I always consult the bottom of the deck, which in your case is making a choice. Ooh, is somebody looking to go solo, maybe in a business venture? We'll see what this is all about. Definitely, oh, here we are. This definitely is a big year for decision making. Unfinished symphony. Okay, so these are two completely different decks, Sag. We have what seems to be a musician dressed a bit like a clown, maybe a juggler, so circus. I have the tightrope sentiment here. You juggle. I don't see juggling yet though. Building blocks, building from maybe past experiences or beliefs. And almost forgot, so Sag, the way I do my readings for the annual is I split it up into 4 sets of 3 months, so I consider them to be called trimesters. So we're going to pick an oracle card per trimester. Orphaned for your beginning of the year. Clean it up. This is the 3rd time in a row. Libra had this in the beginning of the year. Scorpio had it in the beginning of the year. You're getting in the second part of the year. So there seems to be, the fates, a lot of cleaning up to do and deep knowing. This is the second set of, so in astrology, we have the first 6 signs and the second 6 signs, and the second 6 begin with Libra. So Libra, Scorpio, Sag, you guys are kind of vibing same vibes here, but very different storylines, very different process of the year. Very exciting to see what comes out for you, Sagittarius, because this seems to be a building year. Scorpio, I believe, had a building year, but not as much as building versus clearing out. For you, I feel there's legit building happening here. What does Sagittarius need to hear for the year to come? January, oh boy, okay. January, 5 of Wands. You're starting off straight with the struggles and the lessons. February, Sag, Tower moment. Oof, what is happening? March, 8 of Cups. Okay, then we got a breather. Okay, so we're okay. We're gonna see what the breather is. April, the 4 of Wands. What is happening? 10 of Cups in May, and then we are at 5 of Cups. June, July, 7 of Cups. August, 5 of Pentacles. Thank goodness, September, Ace of Wands. The Moon for October. The Devil for November. And the Strength for December. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. What in heaven is going on here? So, Sag, needless to state, we haven't even got into the reading yet, but please, Sagittarius, find out your rising sign and go check out that video too, because I feel like there's a lot going on in your world right now. Wow, wow, wow. You're ending the year with 3 major arcanas. Like, wow. Wheel of Fortune, Karmic Cycle, the Star again. Wheel of Fortune and the Star. For sure, Scorpio got those. And I feel Libra too, or at least one of the 2 Libra had. Here we are, 7 of Pentacles. And oh, thank you, heavens. Thank you. Thank you. I was starting to worry for you, Sag. I was really starting to be a little worried about you. Sun, the happiest card in the deck, ends your year. That was a bit concerning, but Tower card, bottom of the deck, February. Wow. Okay, I feel emotionally invested, Sagittarius, in this reading of yours. Oh, okay, let's take a deep breath. Let's start from the get-go. A 1-ring circus. First card that came out for you, Sagittarius. What is going on? This card is literally a juggling, not a juggling act, a balancing act. So I don't know if you are in a position right now where you feel life might be overwhelming, that everything is on your shoulders. If we're looking at life, home, if we're looking at career, job, you may have the sentiment of like, it's always up to me. Legitimately a 1-ring circus, like you are running the joint. The danger with the 1-ring circus is that we can't do it forever. Okay, so eventually there's going to be something that gives. Let's start with that. I'm going to see where the other oracle or bottom of the deck cards come into play, and we will dive right into your beginning of the year. January, February, March. This period started with the card that we call orphaned. A sentiment to have lost a support system. This could be loss, somebody moved away. This could be loss, somebody lost and passed away. This could be loss of stability or a job or a company that closed down. But the sentiment of orphaned is the same sentiment of just not knowing where to move right now. So I'm going to sit, and I want to bring these 2 cards together here. Your overarching energy for the year and your overarching energy for January, February, March. We're on the same pillar. And one, I'm paying attention, I'm watching, I'm carefully figuring out how I'm going to keep this happening. And in the other is that sentiment of defeat. There was nothing I could have done to avoid this. I'm just going to sit here for a hot minute and just cry practically. But this is not a card of defeat. This card, and I don't know if I can get any closer, you might not be able to see it, but in the pillar of orphan, there's a face. This needs to happen, Sagittarius. For you to go on to the next stage, something needed to be lost. A relationship, a security net, a physical something, a home. But it was important enough for you to feel like the world just collapsed on you, okay? And before we get to the world collapsing, I just want to bring this into play, and it'll be explained in January. The Wheel of Fortune, the karmic cycle, okay? Whatever hard work you've been putting in, and again, this goes through, it spreads through all possible domains, relationship, parenting, work, friendships, health. It could be health as well. Whatever endless amount of work you've been putting in to keep this circus going, the karmic cycle has done its turn. It's done its turn, and that's why this is needing to be taken away from you. January starts off with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands speaks of conflict, disruption, being out of a comfort zone. And Wands represents the doing. The One Ring Circus, it's all about doing. I'm keeping everything afloat because I'm doing and I'm doing and I'm doing and I'm going and I'm going and I'm going. And all of a sudden, boom, the way I did things, my structure, the way I got things done, something disrupt this rhythm I have. And it was sent in by Saturn. This is a Saturnian energy. This is about structure, and this is about the way things get done. It is about having a plan and step by step. Saturn doesn't like change. But for anybody who's been dabbling in astrology, Saturn and Uranus had, if I'm not misspeaking, I believe it was a sextile. We're having a sextile in January, where Saturn and Uranus now need to work together to get that done. This is the depiction of this. Uranus, the planet of rebellion and newness and tomorrowness, now has to work together with Saturn, the planet that controls structure and law and order. We understand these two do not get along. And that's your January. Your structure can no longer function, so a new way of doing things, an out-of-the-box way of doing things, needs to come into place. And you're going to feel like this just threw your entire existence off, because it is, and it will. February, you have the Tower moment. And Tower also came out at the bottom of the deck here. Tower moments are about, again, without wanting to repeat, but my structure collapsed. What I knew to be there, solid, sturdy, my pillar where I ran my circus on, it's down. It's stone and ash. It came crashing down. And why? Because divine intervention needed that to be so, because the universe is preparing me. My karmic cycle came to an end. I am being prepared for something greater. And that tower that I was so nice and cozy and comfortable in, and it's not a coincidence that this One Ring Circus looks like a tower notion, my tower has to come down so that I can continue my quest. Now I feel that the direction you're taking on, I'm really going out on a limb here, it's not going to be applicable to everyone, but I feel many Sages may have right now, and this is where I'm referring to this card, an unfinished symphony. Something you've always wanted to do, something, a project, a place, a relationship, an old love, a dream, a career path, something that you never got to do, that's always been somewhere in that memory of yours or somewhere in a heart chamber, and it was always the coulda, woulda, shoulda. And this is why the Tower's happening in February, because the universe is bringing this back up. If it's a relationship that's collapsing, there may be somebody from my past that I need to rekindle with. If it's my job that's collapsing, there may be a life project or career or passion that I need to revisit. If it's my health that's being challenged, well, then maybe I need to relook at something I wanted to do way back when. The beauty of a Tower moment, and it's hard to see the beauty when it's happening, to be honest, but the beauty of a Tower moment is that it's coming apart for our greater good. It's coming apart because it needs to make space for something else. And having the building block over here, having the building blocks tells me you are rebuilding that tower, but in your image of the life you wanted, based on the choices you made and not what just happened in life. Most of us go through life just reacting to what happens, regardless of our signs. And this, for whichever Sagittarius this applies to, this year, 2026, is saying, no, we're done with that. Those towers are coming down. You have the blocks you need to build. There's unfinished symphony, elements, projects, loves, emotions that you need to set right for yourself. And there's a choice to be made. Sag, this is so beautiful as a notion to a year where you will not be short of struggles. But let's look into what struggles are still to come. But I won't lie to you. You will not be short of struggles. But you will have everything you need to get through them. February, your tower comes down. Whatever that tower is to you. March, you say, to hell with this. 8 of Cups. Now, 8 of Cups, this is about action. This is about setting boundaries. This is about transformation. This is you walking away willingly and in peace. Your tower just came down. Something in February crashed. And instead of trying to sit there and put those pieces back together, which Sag, sometimes as painful as it is when the universe decides that something's done for us, sometimes it also brings us a sense of peace. Because we would never have had the courage to end that road ourselves. And that's what March is. That is the moment, March, you look back on February, you're almost questioning why there's a sense of peace to the ending you just lived. And your reaction is, the hell with that. And you walk away. You walk away from the 8 of Cups because you're walking towards the 9 of Cups. And that's the rule in the tarot cards. He who walks away from the 8 of Cups is heading towards the 9 of Cups. But in your case, there's something a little more exciting going on. Okay? So you're going to start off 2026 with the sentiment of, and we know 2025 was not very easy for many people. You're going to look at 2026, January, February, March, and you're going to say, but I thought I was done with this. I thought Crazy Pants stayed in 2025. But you're still not quite there. So January, February, March, be kind to yourself. It's not going to be easy, but it is not going to be to your detriment. It is going to be worth the challenge it gave you. Because, Sag, here we are in the second trimester where the universe is telling me, clean it up. Don't rebuild it, but you already knew that in March. You're walking away. Clean it up. Clean what up, you're going to ask? Your heart? Any beliefs that don't serve you anymore? Your schedule? The way you did things? Be kind and clean up any emotions you have towards yourself. Start fresh. Because you're having choices here now. It's almost as if you lived a life where you reacted to many things and did the best out of every situation like most people do. But now, whoa, now, Sag, you got choices coming. That's a feeling you probably haven't had in quite some time. And not only do you have cleaning it up so that choices could come your way, you have a star. People look up to the sky and wish upon a star. But Sag, you're a doer. Okay? You are a fire sign, so you're all about the wands. You're all about the doing things. You're going to find your star buried in whatever you clean up. So if it's a physical, literally cleaning your house, decluttering. If it's an emotional, get rid of any emotions that no longer serve you. Spiritual, refine yourself. You're going to find your star. You're going to find your passion. You're going to remember what that symphony was back when, and say, why didn't I ever get to that? And the beauty about the symphony, anytime a card here comes out with an egg, this is something that you could bring into being, Sagittarius. You could bring into life. It's still there. And the notion of the music, that to me is all about letting your heart sing. And on the side, you have quite a few cups in this reading. So I feel this is absolutely something that you would look back on and say, man, oh man, if I were to be, 20 again, I would have gone down that road. I would have made that decision. I would have made that change in my life. And here's your chance. It's not too late, is what the universe is saying. Not only is it not too late, but the world needs you to do this now. Because it's the star card. It's guaranteed success. It's the gold star. You're going to do it. You're going to do it well, and you will be recognized for it. But let's see what in these 3 months leads you to that. So we spoke about January, February, March. April. Oh, you just walked away from something and you're walking towards something. This is the 4 of Wands. 4 Wands, double threshold in my eyes. This is about security, regaining structure, even celebration at a given point. Could be emotions. But it having to do with wands tells me that you are actually doing something to bring about this change, this newity, this threshold you're going to. This is also a strong card for anything that has to do with a spiritual transformation. This is finding new passions, new creativities, a new willpower, new reason of being. Definitely could reflect an institution such as a church or religion or a spiritual belief. But this is something that you yourself go towards. You can easily also be a setting of volunteering because of the fact of the doing. So you walked away for something, and now you found this. And Lord, does this make you happy? Because in May, you have the 10 of Cups. Remember back in March when I told you 8 of Cups, this individual is walking away, generally heading towards the 9th? Well, you skipped right over that. You went straight to 10. 10 is the fulfillment card. This is the, I am so happy, I am emotionally fulfilled, I am happy with where I am in life, everything's beautiful, everything's sunny again, I'm building what I want to build, I'm spending time with who I want to spend. This is a very good card, a very happy month, especially considering the beginning of the year you've had. I'm so happy for you, Sag, that this is coming your way, and enjoy it and work towards it. Building blocks also says it is, you get there from your hands, from your doing, okay? This is not something that just happens to come your way. And I believe in all of this. There's, in this beginning part here, January, March, you are tempted with a choice. A choice of status quo, or a choice to follow who you are and be true to yourself. And that's why this is happening, because you chose to be true to yourself. You chose to no longer just run this one ring circus. You chose to be kind to yourself and to let go of the things that no longer served you. And you chose to clean up the stuff that cluttered your life and your world. Those were not easy decisions, Sag. And you deserve all the happiness that comes with it, because those weren't easy. What's important in June is that you turn around and you look at the 2 cups that are left behind you. Because it serves no purpose to have 5 cups if 3 of them aren't giving you anything or bringing you any joy. You walked away from 8. There are 10 to make you happy. The 2 that mattered you didn't even know you had. And I have to link it to this card here. I have to link it to the star sign. In order to get to my star sign, I need to let go of what was. My 3 cups, they serve me no purpose. But it is normal that the emotions will arise, and it is normal that you'll wonder if you made the right call. The answer is yes. Yes, you had to make those calls. Let those 3 cups go. The 2 you needed are there, and universe is bringing you the rest. Second half of the year, the fates, universe has your back here. This is a what you reap, you sow. So put in the hard work. You will get the recognition for it. It's also a card that says, take a break. Let's step back a hot minute. Let's observe what we're doing before we, go too far. Let's reassess. Okay? What I have could be monetary, could be possessions, could be health, but let's reassess, okay? Because July, this is a illusion of success. Not a negative card per se, but it definitely does say, hold on a second. You gotta pause. It comes in line with this. Pause to assess the situation. Okay? You might feel a bit challenging. You might be seeking more answers. This June may have been a bit tough emotionally. You're still in there. Because Cups it is emotion. It's how I feel. How I feel, the relationship, the inner world, the peace, the love. But now you're seeing your blessings. You are seeing them. You're seeing what can come. You're seeing what's still to build. August, bit of a struggle. Whatever broke out here could have had some financial constraints. Slight disruption, change in maybe the way you do things. Maybe stepping out of your comfort zone. Again, we're talking Pentacles, so we're talking about what you're having. Maybe you had a house, now you have an apartment. Maybe you had a business, now you work for somebody. So, not a lost card, but more of a refinding how to feel in this new situation card. But then September comes around. And September is the universe bringing you a beautiful gift because of all the hard work you have done, the cleanup that wasn't easy, all those years of juggling. Karmic cycle is finished. You are doing right by yourself, and here comes your Ace of Wands. A new beginning, a new potential, a new opportunity, divine intervention at its best in the sign of Wands, Sagittarius. This is your sign. You govern Wands. You, along with Aries and Leo, this is about doing. Suddenly, you know what to do. You know where to go, whether it be work, whether it be love, whether it be family. You know how to go about this in the action sentiment of it. Not how to feel about it, not how to think about it, not how to, value it. You know what to do. It is solid. You have a clear path. You have your clear path. You've made a choice. So that in October, yet again, I have my path. This is the Moon card. This is about taking my path through the columns, through those 2 towers. Mine is down. Now I got 2. Through those 2 towers, which can also represent another validation of when a choice is brought to your attention, Sag, it is important for you to take it. Because again, do you see the similarities between these 2 cards? And again, we are being governed, we are being guided. You have the star, you have the moon, you have the sun. You literally have the entire celestial power on your side with the fates. October, deep knowing. Who says moon? Moon, moon says intuition with wisdom. Here we have intuition with loyalty. October is going to be the beginning part with this Ace of Wands over here. Starts bringing into your reality the actual path you are taking. Wow. I am so excited for the end of your year, Sag. Like it's not gonna be an easy way to get there, okay? Excuse me. It's not going to be easy. You are going to have to be emotionally strong. But you are emotionally strong because you've literally been juggling everything on your own. But my goodness, this end of the year is beautiful. You are going to be set on this path, in the direction, through your tires. You know what? I know you're going to have a choice here, and I feel you're going to have an emotional choice here. But your actual choice to make, this card right here, making the choice, that's all here, my dear. That's all in October, because you are setting on your path, using your intuition, knowing what's right, having the sun to govern you. Sun, the actual happiest card of the entire deck. The new creation, the fruitful everything, the happy-go-lucky, the everything the sun touches comes to be. And it all starts in October. It starts unfolding in October. November, the devil. The devil is a reminder. November, you may be taunted or tested. Tested with old habits. I do have here Sagittarius in this tiny, let's try to get up there. I'm trying to show you here the little symbol for Sagittarius. This Sagittarian governed card. What was this, Sag? What is that tower that came crumbling down? Because when Saturn teaches you a lesson, when Saturn brings about a lesson, and you overcome it, because that's what January, February, March is to you, Sagittarius. You overcame something. Your karmic cycle came to an end, you overcame it, but Saturn needs to make sure that you learned this. So November is your pop quiz. Surprise! November, something's gonna come around. So if this was a relationship, something will come to test you. If this was a career, something will come to test you. If this is friendships, it'll come to test you in November. But you know who you are and you know the path you want. You started in October on this. You're not going to compromise this for anything. But know that November is going to test you. And the devil generally signifies any form of addiction. So yes, we have the basic sex, drugs, alcohol, but sometimes our people pleasing can be an addiction. Our saying yes to everything, our complacency, our micromanaging, our taking on all responsibilities. There is no limit to what an addiction could be for every person. So what was yours? What were you so stuck on that universe had to say, take down that damn tower so that Sagittarius can breathe a hot minute here and actually build the life you want? And you're getting tested in November, but you're going to be fine. You have the deep fundamental knowing, the intuition of the moon, literally starting with the moon, and you have the completion, the fulfillment of the sun. December, strength. Leo, this is about courage, this is about strength, but even more, this is sun sign, which means I'm starting to be seen. This card is governed by the sun. You literally have a double sun ending your year, so that 2027 can take off with all the hard work being done this year. But Sag, this is the best part of it all, is the actual fundamental hard work is January, February, March. After that, just be true to yourself. Be good to yourself. Be true to yourself. You'll have a little emotional slip there. That's fine. It's emotional. You'll cry over one thing. It's normal. Who wouldn't? But you will see what you value, what you still have through. Here, might struggle a little. Getting accustomed to whatever your new situation is, that's fine. Universe has your back. I can't even make this up, Sag. You got the moon, you got the star, you got the sun. You got all the celestial powers with you. This is your year to transform your entire world around. And it all starts with let it crash. Just let it crash. It's going to be worth it, I promise. Sagittarius, I hope this guides you as the year goes on. I do wish you a wonderful 2026, and I invite you to look at all the monthly videos that will be coming out as to offer you a bit more in-depth detail on the months how the months should be unveiling themselves. But for today, this is all, and I hope you have a very beautiful, fulfilling, inspiring year to come. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.